keep journals of her sickness of cancer. She started chemo in 2020, and I started the journals in 2020. She took cancer treatments until 2024, and she passed away in 2024. So every day of her cancer treatment, I tried to write something, record something, take a few pictures. She wanted me to tell her story of her struggle and her journey through MD Anderson and other places with her cancer in order that it might help others. So this is her story told by me. If you have comments or questions, please comment to me. Thank you very much. Hello. Side note, I just wanted to show you a collection of teapots that my wife has. She likes the metal ones. These are basically Chinese, Japanese, and Korean. They're from all over the world. I brought some from Japan, some from Korea. She bought them from a lot of places. Savannah Tea is where she got a lot of them. In California and Houston and Beaumont, not in Beaumont, but the Woodlands. She loved to collect them. She loved the sake glasses. She likes sake. This is her small collection that she has. She's pretty much used them all a time or two making tea. Some she's used more than others. She liked tea. She bought a lot of tea from Savannah Tea before it went away. And some pretty ones, a lot more metal ones because metal is what she wanted. She liked the metal pots. There's some clay pots. She has more, but they're boxed up. She doesn't have room to put them all out, so this is what she had out. I appreciate you watching. Hope you enjoyed her little collection. Thank you. Journal entry, February 1st, 2022. It's a Tuesday. I have problems with February 1st. Diane went to heaven on February 1st in 2024. So the first of every month, I have a hard time with everything. Just getting up, just seeing anybody doing anything. Anyway, this is Diane's story, and it's a journal entry here of February 1st. Diana got up at 10 a.m. We ate breakfast. I went to Chick-fil-A and got breakfast. Went to Parkdale Mall walking. She went to On Stage and got her haircut shorts. Then to Office Depot, I don't know why. Then the Barnes & Noble had Frappuccinos. Diana purchased 5 books to read. I should have wrote down what they were, but I didn't. And later, Stephen called on the phone, and Diane laid down on the couch. She still doesn't feel very well at all. She's trying to do things when she can. This is the day after chemo. So. Journal entry, 2nd of February, it's a Wednesday. Today was my mother's birthday. She would have been 107 years old today. It's free information. Diana went to see Dr. Ortiz in Beaumont, her diabetes doctor. Her blood sugar is bad. We knew that. He's having her take 2 more pills until he can get it down. He thinks it's high due to the chemo drugs, because the chemo does more damage to everything else too also at the same time as it tries to attack the cancer. Today is Groundhog Day, and he saw his shadow. So, showing a longer winter. We don't really care. We're in the house sick. Poor Diane. And she laid on the couch after she got home. She's trying to be careful what she eats too. Journal entry, 3rd of February, 2022. It's Thursday, 43 degrees outside and raining. Diana feels tired. She wants to sleep a lot, so she lays on the couch a lot. It was cold and wet outside, so Diana did not want to get out of the house. So most of the afternoon, she did knit, watch TV. Stephen called on the phone and she knitted. feels bad. Story of her life. Journal entry, 4th of February, 32 degrees outside this morning. Diane had a really bad night sleeping last night. She was awake most of the night, tossing, turning. She couldn't find a comfortable position. She's hurting all over. So we went to Walgreens this morning and to Kroger's shopping. Diane had a really hard time walking. I still remember it. Blood sugar is still high. She took her blood sugar every day, sometimes 3 times a day, trying to keep a record for the doctor. Terry and Stephen called on the phone, and Diane did it most of the day that she could. Just trying to do something, even though she felt like bad. Hard not to forget. And he had lots of nausea, which I don't talk about nor do I show, but always had a nausea bag, always. Journal entry, 5th of February, it's a Saturday. 30 degrees outside this morning. Diane had a fair day. She didn't seem to have a lot of pain, but we stayed in the house. She laid on the couch and she knitted some and laid on the couch some. Trying to do something. Mostly she laid on the couch, hurting. Journal entry, 6th of February, Sunday. 33 degrees outside this morning. Diane and I did not go to church today. We didn't watch it on TV either. She had a fair day. She knitted and slept on the couch. I worked upstairs some on the IRS income tax, which is 6th of February, so it's coming pretty soon, so I've got to get it out. Find out how much I got to pay. You don't usually get anything back anymore. But we do what we can. Do what we're supposed to do. Diane didn't complain much today, but I see it in her face. She was hurting. When she hurts, I hurt. I can remember all those days. This is her story. Journal entry, 7th of February, 2022, Monday. Chemo infusions number, 16 today. Her 16th chemo infusion to report. So Diane went to MD Anderson, Houston for blood work and chemo. She had some place she wanted to go eat, so we looked for it. We found it. We found several more she wanted to go eat at, but she didn't like the looks of any of them, so we came home, back to Beaumont. So we got home about 5:30 p.m. Terry called on the phone, talked to Diane, her son, and she laid on the couch. She doesn't ever feel good after a chemo treatment for a few days, sometimes until the next chemo treatment. Journal entry, 8th of February. Diane received a message from UT Health telling her that her heart surgery is March 1st, 2022, at Memorial Medical Center. She'll have to spend the night before to get ready for it. Something coming up. So she had to tell her doctor about that oncologist at MD Anderson about it so they can schedule stuff around it, reschedule, in other words. Diane went to Joann's and we purchased a coffee pot, a new K-cup. I guess the same one we're still using. I don't know. I drink too much coffee. Went to the post office and mailed the 2021 income tax, certified mail. For some reason, it took almost 9 months to get there. The post office showed it was picked up, but no one signed for it. You believe that? IRS didn't sign for it. They let them have it. And they didn't admit to having my income tax records. So that was a fiasco that year. Another story. Went to HEB for food, and the prices were high. And Terry and Tammy called on the phone, talked to their mother, and she laid on the couch. Yes, she's thinking about the heart stuff coming up. She's still on pain from the chemo. I just really don't know what's going through her mind. She doesn't talk a lot about it. She doesn't want to tell me she's hurting, but I can see it in her movements, in her eyes, in her language. Journal entry, 9th of February, Wednesday. Diane and I went to Houston to MD Anderson for a breast imaging. They imaged her breast. The mass fell below the port in the scan is benign, non-cancerous. They called it an oil cyst. I don't know. Stephen called on the phone, talked to his mother. Diane's very tired and doing a lot of sleeping, laying on the couch. And Diane's breast nipple is still bleeding some. And Diane knows it's cancer. Doctor doesn't know. They haven't tested it. But she knows it's cancer somehow. And I think she's right. So many things to worry about. Heart surgeries, cancer, chemos. She's having a hell of a life. Journal entry, 10th of February. 43 degrees outside. Diana and I went to HEB grocery store and to the Gulf Credit Union today. And she did good walking, but we didn't walk far, but I guess HEB was the best. And Tammy, I told her she's flying out today to go to the Virgin Islands on vacation and to a wedding. In March, something like that. In March is something like that. I don't understand my handwriting. Terry and Stephen, her sons, called on the phone and talked to their mother. Diane laid on the couch feeling bad. But she's doing everything she can to fight everything she's got to live another day. I guess for me, for her kids, and for herself. She could have gave up a year ago, but she's a fighter, and she's fighting it, doing everything humanly possible. Because she's had lots of new chemo so far and lots more to go. The doctor asks you want to go through another one? And she always says yes. Journal entry, 11th of February. Diane and I went to Parkdale Mall walking, to Dillard's, Penny's, and the Barnes & Noble for frappuccinos. Diane did really good walking. She didn't have to stop much. We did stop some, but she did better. She's trying hard. Terry and Stephen, her sons, called on the phone, talked to her mother, and she knitted. I didn't write that down, but I remember. I don't know why I remember, but I do. So she's knitting, so when she's knitting, she's not feeling too bad, trying to use her hands. I'm glad the chemo pills stopped doing their thing to her feet and hands. The chemo drugs is doing other things. But she's trying her best to survive. And you should take a lesson from that out there. There's a way. And if it hurts. Journal entry, 12th of February, Saturday. It's 53 degrees outside. Diane and I went to HEB shopping, and she did good. She walked and didn't have to stop, but she kept on moving. And we looked at a lot of stuff that she don't usually look at because she was able to walk. So we came home, and Dan cleaned house. And it was dirtier than I knew because she was showing me things that are dirty where they was as she cleaned them. She made me follow her around. Said, this is dirty, this is dirty, this is dirty. And she didn't ask me to clean. She cleaned. So, wow. I was impressed with the energy she had. I enjoyed that, watching her. Journal entry, 13th of February. It's a Sunday. It's 35 degrees outside. And we didn't go to church. We didn't watch it on TV. Tammy's coming back from the Virgin Islands today. She sent us a picture before she went to the airport. Diane is feeling really tired today. I guess she overdid it yesterday. I went to get my truck washed and vacuumed out. Carla, like wash. Tammy called to talk to her mother when she got back in the U.S. from her trip. And Stephen called on the phone and talked to his mother. And Diane laid on the couch, trying to rest up, I guess, from all the work she did yesterday. Yesterday was a great day. Today, she's paying the price, I guess. Journal entry, 14th of February. 39 degrees outside. It's a Monday. Diane and I went to H-E-B, to Kroger, and to Barnes & Noble for frappuccinos, and for her to walk around and look for books. Diane had me wash the bedroom curtains today and clean the bedroom. She supervised me, make sure I did it right. I had to do it, I didn't mind. Terry and Stephen, her sons, called on the phone and talked to their mother. And she wasn't supervising me, she was laying on the couch watching TV. So she got to watch me work for a change. She kind of made me in a way, but I loved it. Wish she could do it again. Journal entry, 15th of February, 2022, Tuesday. I'm all mixed up the days, Diane didn't sleep very well last night. Her right arm and the right side were hurting her bad, so she couldn't lay anywhere that was comfortable. So she had a rough night, which means I had a rough night. Terry and Stephen called and talked to their mother on their phone. She laid on the couch, trying to rest so she could do something. No way that in another 15 days she'd have 2 heart operations, 2 procedures. And that worried her big time also. Chemo drugs kicking her. Makes me wonder what the cancer would have done if she just had cancer and not done anything. But this is what she wanted to fight. And she fought. I love her for it. And now, with her gone, passed away, I'm fighting. Different way, but I'm fighting. Every hour, every day. Hello again. This is the end of the video for February 15th, 2022. So far, with cancers in Diana, she's had surgery on both breasts, removed cancer from the right side, 31 lymph nodes from the right side. She's had 16 chemo infusion treatments through her port, just directly to her main blood vessels. 30 proton radiation treatments, 74 days of chemo pills. So far, the month of February, Diana's still getting chemo infusions, still in pain every day from the chemo. She's tired. Her heart problems are probably making her tired. She's fighting the battle as best she can, and she wants to fight. And she's fighting. She's always a fighter for everything she believed in and loved, which I guess is her kids and me. And I realize, I don't know why she'd keep fighting like this, because she's the one that's hurting. But her battle is over. Now my battle is on. Like I've said before other times, when one battle stops, another battle starts. But is it worth it? I think so. I'm wearing my hat I bought in Ireland for my last trip. Trying to do things, trying to fight to survive. It's easier for me to die, but I'm trying to survive to live. I think I have a purpose somewhere. I'll find it. But Diane asked me to pray. She always wanted me to pray. She gave me Bible verses even to read to myself every night. I still do. So, Lord, please heal the people watching according to your will. Amen. God be with y'all. Stay in there and fight the battle.